are dubbing you America's sweetheart. Everyone thinks you're the coolest, nicest.
You have been called the internet's boyfriend for your kindness, your givingness.
You are the nicest guy in the world.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we re-diving into the full story of Keanu Reeves, the nicest guy in Hollywood. We'll look at his early life, his rise to stardom, the tragedies and setbacks, the comeback, and perhaps most importantly, why so many people call him the nicest guy in Hollywood. If you're creating a video, this script will serve as a solid foundation. Let's get started. 1. Early life. Keanu Charles Reeves was born on September 2, 1964, in Beirut, Lebanon. His mother, Patricia Taylor, was English and worked as a performer and later a costume designer. His father, Samuel Nowlin Reeves, was a geologist of Hawaiian Chinese descent. When Keanu was still young, his family moved around a lot: Syria, Australia, New York, then eventually Toronto. He attended multiple schools and developed a love for hockey. He even played goalie. He struggled academically and finally dropped out of high school to pursue acting. From the very start, his life was marked by change and instability. That helps explain part of his character today: resilient, humble, grounded. 2. Early career. Keanu began his acting career in small TV roles and Canadian productions. His feature film debut came with Youngblood, 1986, where he played a hockey player, tying back to the sport he loved. Next, he appeared in River's Edge, 1986, a dark teen drama in which he stood out. Then came Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, 1989, which catapulted him into mainstream recognition. At this stage, he was proving he had versatility, comedy, drama, action. But also, he was building a reputation off-screen for being quietly kind in the industry. More on that a little later. 3. Breakthrough and stardom. In the early 90s, Keanu nailed roles that cemented him as an action star and a serious actor. For example, Point Break, 1991, he learned to surf for the role. The film became a cult action classic. Speed, 1994, huge commercial hit, helped him become a bankable leading man. The Matrix, 1999, the role of Neo turned him into a global megastar with huge cultural impact. These roles show his ascendancy. But along with success came pressures, scrutiny, and expectations. Also, his off-screen persona started to garner attention: humility, kindness, a willingness to treat people well. 4. Tragedies and setbacks. Behind the scenes, Keanu's life wasn't without challenges. He's endured significant personal tragedy and setbacks, which shaped his character. For instance, personal losses. He lost a daughter, stillborn, and his girlfriend, with whom he had hoped for a family. These are deeply private, but they're often referenced when people talk about his resilience. Career ups and downs. After the peak of The Matrix and Speed, some of his films didn't perform as well, which tested his staying power. Health issues and injuries, onset injuries, and long hours added tolls. Recently, he shared how his knees are giving out after years of performing stunts. What's striking is that despite the fame and the wealth, he kept a grounded lifestyle, kept memories of hardship close, and stayed empathetic to others. 5. Why the nicest guy in Hollywood? Now, why does Keanu have that reputation? What are the stories behind it? Let's unpack the evidence. Generosity to crew. There are stories of Keanu giving sizable gifts to crew members, bonus payouts, or helping them with family issues. One article notes that on The Matrix Reloaded, he reportedly gave motorcycles to the effects crew. There is some distinction between rumor and verified fact. Some claims are exaggerated, but the general pattern holds. Kind behavior in public. He's been photographed giving up his subway seat in New York, helping people on flights, being courteous to fans, etc. These small actions build the bigger image. Humility and philosophy. He has publicly expressed that money isn't his main concern, that he wants to do meaningful work, that he wants to help. He doesn't behave like a stereotype of Hollywood ego. Consistency. Over decades, he's maintained this image. Many stars have fades or scandals. While Keanu is far from flawless, he's largely maintained respect and affection from the public and industry. Connection with fans. He doesn't seem like someone putting up a facade. The nicest guy label resonates because people see glimpses of him as genuine, caring, self-aware. So while nicest guy in Hollywood might be a catchy headline, it's grounded in a sustained track record of considerate behavior, behind-the-scenes generosity, and a reputation for being decent when many in his position might fall prey to arrogance or detachment. 6. Comeback and later career. After his early successes and some stagnant periods, Keanu made a remarkable comeback. The John Wick series, 2014 onwards, proved he could return to action stardom, reinvigorate his career, and adapt to modern blockbuster expectations. He also expanded his creative roles, directing with Man of Tai Chi, 2013, and engaging in other ventures, music, comics, motorcycle company, which show ambition beyond just acting. His later career shows that he's not resting on past laurels. He's still active, still exploring. This stage of his life shows maturity. He's embraced his legacy, embraced roles that fit him, and maintained his personality. Fans appreciate that he's approachable, relatable, even in blockbuster franchises. 7. The full story, balancing myth and reality. It's important when telling his story, especially for your video, to present both the myth and the grounded reality. The myth. Keanu Reeves is the nicest guy in Hollywood. Why that resonates? Because one-off stories, giving up a subway seat, generous gift, kind word, compound into a public persona. He is human. He has setbacks, frustrations, vulnerabilities. Some of the more extreme niceness stories are unverified or exaggerated. For example, claims that he donated tens of millions from Matrix profits are inflated. But the pattern remains. Many credible points of generosity, kindness, humility, and resilience. When you do your video, you could structure it around this tension. Here's the reputation. Here's the proof. Here's the nuance. 8. Key moments and anecdotes to include. Here are some highlight moments you might want to use, with visuals, to bring the story to life. His early hockey days and how they influenced his acting discipline. The making of The Matrix and how he handled the sudden mega fame. Stories from the set. How he treated crew, co-stars. Personal tragedy. Loss of his daughter, girlfriend. How he processed grief and kept working. His decision to do John Wick and how that revived his career. Off-screen ventures, motorcycle company, comics, music band, Dogstar. Show he's more than just an actor. Public acts of kindness, subway seats, helping fans, being low-key. Reflection on his legacy, what he means to fans, what the nicest guy in Hollywood label says about our culture. Include small quotes, if you can find them, for authenticity. 9. Why it matters. Why should people care about this story? A few reasons. In a world of celebrity excess and spectacle, Keanu represents something more grounded. A kind of hopeful figure. Success plus decency. His story shows perseverance. From a nomadic childhood to setbacks to major stardom, he never lost a sense of self. It challenges us. What does it mean to be nice in Hollywood? It's not just about good PR, it's about consistent behavior behind the scenes. For you as the video maker, it's a story that resonates. People love uplifting human stories. The star who keeps his humanity narrative is powerful. 10. Video structure suggestion. Here's a suggested structure for your YouTube video script, timed roughly for a 10-12 minute segment. Adjust for your length and pacing. Why do millions love Keanu Reeves? Is he really Hollywood's nicest guy? Brief overview of what you'll cover. Section 1. Early life. Birth, family background, childhood moves, hockey interest, link to how early instability shaped him. Section 2. Early career first roles. Breakout in Bill and Ted, establishing versatility. Section 3. Breakthrough to stardom, Point Break, Speed, The Matrix. Rise to action icon. Section 4. Tragedies and setbacks. Personal losses, career dips, how he handled them. Section 5. Nicest guy, reputation, anecdotes, behind-the-scenes generosity, public kindness. Address myth versus reality. Section 6. Comeback and later career. John Wick era, directorial work, other ventures, how his character shows up in 2020s. Section 7, why it matters, legacy. What his story tells us about fame, kindness, resilience, why we should care. Reiterate, is he the nicest guy? The evidence says yes, but it's about persistence, humility, humanity. Call to action. Like, subscribe, share thoughts. What moment most impressed you about Keanu Reeves? 11. Tone and delivery tips. Use warm conversational tone. This story is uplifting but also real. Mix in visuals, early photos, movie clips, behind-the-scenes images, public kindness moments. Use quotes or sound bites if available. You might clip an interview. Balance the star side with the regular guy side to keep it relatable. When talking about his kindness, avoid over-idealizing. Mention both the stories and the fact that some claims are exaggerated, makes your piece credible. In the end, Keanu Reeves is more than a meme or internet icon. He embodies a kind of rare combination, major Hollywood success and consistent kindness and humility. His story resonates because it's about human values, not just glitz. Whether or not you believe he is the nicest guy in Hollywood, the fact that people believe it and have evidence is impressive. For your video, lean into that duality. Show the star, show the person. Let viewers see both sides and then let them decide. And encourage them to ask, what would happen if more stars, or more people in any field, carried that same humble, generous spirit?